Greetings, Earth enthusiasts. If you ever wondered about the incredible perspectives our planet has to offer from high above, you're in the right place. I am Dr. Clive Coetzee, and I'm thrilled to be your guide on this captivating journey into the world of remote sensing. Welcome. And please remember to like, subscribe to, and share this video. Thank you.
Okay, now we have our data sets. We've clipped it in our QGIS, and that is for, if we just go to our QGIS, let's open it. So we have our Landsat images, our Landsat bands, band 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 10. We've clipped it to our region of interest, and it's for September 2023, downloaded from the Sentinel Hub Earth Observation. We've done the similar for Sentinel. So there's bands 1 to 12, including 8A for our Sentinel 2. There's our Harmonized, the Landsat Sentinel bands, and there's our MODIS bands from 1 to 7. So there's our 4 data sets, or 4 daytime images from those satellites, from those sensors. We've clipped them. They plus minus within a couple of days, the same period. So we're happy with all of them. Now, as I said, it's no point comparing individual bands with one another. We have to stack them. We have to add and create a singular image that reflects all these bands. And then we can combine these bands for better visualization and comparison. Okay, so that's going to be our next step. So, as I said, there's a couple of ways you can do this, but I prefer to use the SCP doc, okay, the semi-automatic classification plugin. Okay, so I prefer to use that. You can use the build virtual raster, etc., but as I said, I prefer to use the SCP doc. Now, where do you get this? You go to plugin, you go to manage and install plugins. Okay, you go to all and you search for your semi-automatic, and there it sits, your semi-automatic classification plugin. There it is. Okay, it's very, very good. I like working with it, and you install it. I've already installed it, so I'm not going to go it. Please regularly update it. The plugins are frequently updated. So you'll normally get, if you go to your installed, okay, let me just take that away. So if you go to your installed, these are all my plugins that's installed. You'll see this upgrade all sometimes will be illuminated, meaning there's upgrades. So you just press upgrade all and it upgrades. So please remember to do that fairly regularly. It means once every week or every second week. Do a full upgrade. It comes with bug, that it's sorted out certain bugs, etc., etc. So remember to do that. Okay, so now I've got my semi-automatic classification plugin that's installed. I've got all my images for my 4 data sets, or for my 4 satellites, so I'm ready to go. Okay, so first of all, I open bandset. Okay, so I click on bandset because I want to take these individual bands and stack them into one image, and then I can work with multiple bands to create multiple visualization parameters. Okay, so we're going to go to bandset, and this is the window that will appear. You'll see it will be empty. There's the other options you can do, but we're not going to work with that. We're only going to work with bandset. Okay, so here is bandset 1. Okay, so let's, for example, say I'm going to make my Landsat images, I'm going to make bandset 1. My Sentinels, I'm going to make bandset 2. My Harmonized, I'm going to make bandset 3. And my MODIS, I'm going to make bandset 4. Okay, so that's plus minus what I'm going to do. You see it's empty. So the first thing that I want to do is to select my individual bands from a particular satellite or a sensor. I said I'm first going to do the Landsat ones. Okay, so I'm clicking on this plus button. That is for loading or selecting and loading my bands. Okay, the ones that I want to work with. Remember, I'm going to do bandset 1 now. Okay, so I go to plus. There they all sit. So I'm going to go and select the Landsat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's my 8 Landsat bands. Bands 1, to 7, and band 10. Remember, band 10 is temperature. Band 1 to 7 is reflectance, surface reflectance for light. Band 10 is temperature. Okay, so let's click OK. Again, if you're not sure, go consult your Earth Engine, the data sets in Earth Engine. So we press OK. You see there's Landsat 1 from Landsat 8, band 1, Landsat 8, band 7, etc. Okay, let's quickly just confirm. Go to our Landsat, make sure this is Landsat 9. What is band 1? Band 1 is aerosols, band 2 is blue, band 3 is green, 4 is red, 5 is near infrared, 6 is shortwave infrared 1, 7 is shortwave infrared 2. Let's go confirm. It's up to 7 and 10, which is temperatures. Okay, now please make sure that it's called Landsat 1. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to create the stack value, the stacked image. So from Landsat. So I'm going to create the band order, and here I'm going to go select my Landsat 9. Okay, they should be exactly the same as 8. We don't know whether it's 8 or 9. Let's just, for example, say it's 9. There shouldn't be any difference between the two. It gives you the wavelengths. Okay, so it automatically will order these things from bandset 1 to the last bandset, the first bandset. So it will automatically order them, and it will add its center wavelength to it. Okay. So now you'll see I'm happy with that. Now we can create a stack raster where all these bands are stacked. We can also create a virtual raster. So we've seen in the previous one, they're exactly the same. So let's not do that. Let's just create a stack raster. Okay, so we're going to go that, and then we just simply press run. But yeah, so let's quickly run. It's going to ask you for a place to save. We're just going to save it there in our project folder. I'm going to leave it like that, and we're going to say select that folder, and it will make teet noises, teet noises. And let's go there, and it will say it is complete. Okay, whoops, there it disappears. It will say it has completed. Now you'll see it's nowhere to be found here. So we need to go and find it. Okay, so let's go create a place where we want to add them on the top. So we're going to go to layer. We're going to go add layer. It will be a raster layer. And let's go to our project folder, and we go and find it. Okay, and there it says image Landsat 8 stack raster, and we press OK and add, and there it sits. Voila, in a specific order 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so let's do the same for Sentinel. Okay, so we're going to go into our SCP doc. Now I'm going to save this as Landsat, as Landsat 1. So now you'll see here at the bottom here, okay, I'm going to create a second band set. You see, if you click on this plus sign with all these things, it says add a new band set. So I'm going to press plus. And now it is empty again. Make sure it is 2 and not 1, because that's now 1. Now we've created 2. 2 would be Sentinel. So let's select our Sentinel bands. Okay, so our Sentinel images. So let's select them all. Let's select them. Let's select them. Let's select them. And let's select them. Okay, we've selected them all. Okay, so you press OK, and there they all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8A, 9, 10, 11, and 12. See where bandset 8A sits? It's at the bottom. But as soon as we select it's the Sentinel, you'll see it will order itself. So we go and say Sentinel 2, and voila, it has ordered itself. Okay, there's our wavelengths. There's our wavelengths. Our Sentinel, it's Sentinel 2. Let's do the same. We keep that. It's a stack raster that we're gonna run it. We select our folder. We press OK. It makes teet noises, and then it says it is done. Okay, I'm not going to load it. Let's do all of them. So that will be bandset 2. So I'm going to go to another one. Okay, again, it's open. It's 3. Let's go and do the harmonized ones. So let's go and select them. There we go. There we go. All of them. Let's select them. There's one at the bottom. I don't know why this is at the bottom here. Why is this one here? image. Okay, it's underscore image where these are not just image. So let's see, it's VCA. Don't I have it already? VCA. No, it doesn't look like it. I've got it now. So we press OK. Now here I'm gonna select, which one are we gonna select? I'm not gonna select anything because it's not included here. So world view, we got gonna go, that's not spot. It's not any of them. So I'm not gonna select any one of them. Let's just, so how many bands are there? 13. You see, there's nothing that gives you 13 bands here. So I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna, no, let's just leave it. Okay, there's no harmonized option here. So let's leave it, see what that looks like. I also don't know. Let's see what it looks like. Wavelet unit band number. Yeah, let's leave it like that. We're gonna go run and we keep that folder. We place that. It will see it says completed. So that's 3, band set 3. We're gonna go to a fourth one. Make sure it's 4, and this would be our MODIS. So we're going to select our MODIS image, bands, images. Let's select them, let's select them, let's select them, all of them selected. Press OK. MODIS 1 to 7. Go here, there's our MODIS. 1 to 7, there we go. It's a little bit, yeah, so they put it in that order. And we're going to run and same project folder, done. Okay, now you'll see I've got my 4 bands here, or my 4 images, or band sets here. I've got them there. I can now play around with them, sort by date, display the art composite, blah, blah, blah. So I can do a lot of things, but that's not what I'm. What we now need to go is and load them. Okay, so I'm going to go to load, or I'm going to add them. I have to go to clip layer. I'm going to add them. I'm going to say raster. I'm going to go to my project folder, and there it sits. I've already got the Landsat 8, so I'm going to do the Sentinel, the Harmonized, and the MODIS. Okay, so let's add those. And voila, there they are. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, so let's have a look and see. So our Landsat is currently default display, bands 1, 2, and 3. Harmonized is also 1, 2, and 3. MODIS is also 1, 2, and 3. So default, let's have a look and see. That's a harmonized one. That's the MODIS one. And that is the Landsat one. So there's all 4 of us. You can see there's visually differences between them, although the band numbers are exactly the same. So this is again where we need to understand what each of these band numbers within each satellite represents. Okay, so let's have a look and see. So we want to go to true color. Okay, so our Sentinel true color. Let's have a look and see what our Sentinel true color is. Our Sentinel true color, if we go properties, is, we go symbology, it's going to be 4, 3, and 2. That's our true color for Sentinel. Let's go apply. And you see there's our true color. Okay, so 4, 3, 2. Let's go and have a look and see within Sentinel. Let's go to our Sentinel. We go to our trusted Earth engine. We go to Sentinel. We go to Sentinel 2. Okay, we go to surface reflectance. And we want to go to, so it's going to be red, green, and blue. So red, green, and blue, okay, is your true color. Red, green, and blue. That's your true color. 4, 3, and 2. Okay, so that's important to note. Okay, so let's go to harmonized. Harmonized, we're going to go red. Let's have a look and see where's our red one. So I assume it's going to be 4, 3, and 2 as well. Let's go apply and see what that looks like. Ooh, it looks very purple. So we need to get understanding of a harmonized where is. So let's go and have a look at harmonized. Harmonized, you see it gives you, so why when it's saved, did it save it as 4, 3, and 2? Because here we're looking for green. See, there's green, so there's red, there's green, and there's blue. Remember, it is red, green, and blue in that particular order. So we need to have red, green, and blue. So now when it stacked it, if you look at that, it saved it as values. So let's assume that's, we're going to go back to it. Okay, so let's assume that's correct. Okay, so let's do that. Then let's go into MODIS. Okay, so MODIS, let's also assume it's 432. Okay, so let's say it's also 4, 3, and 2. Nope, that's a false color. Okay, so we're gonna go, let's see if we can find where's MODIS. Let's go there, data sets. Let's see if there's a MODIS. Yes, there's MODIS. I'll have to go and have a look and see where the MODIS band sets are. Okay. Anyway, let's have a look and see within. If we go to the Sentinel hub, you see true color is this is for Sentinel. Okay, so Sentinel true color is 432. Okay, so let's quickly go and see if back to search. Let's quickly go Landsat. I think we're okay with Landsat, but just for in case, I just want to then MODIS, and we're going to go Harmonized. And I'm not going to download anything. I just want to quickly go and have a look and see what is their true colors. So we've got the Sentinel. Okay, so let's go visualize a Landsat one. True colors is, you see, blue, green, and red. Okay, but it didn't display it as blue, green, okay. We'll have to sort out that. Then let's have a look at we go down. Why is there? There's Landsat. Landsat, let's go there. You see, Landsat is 432. So we know, we can confirm that Sentinel is 432. We can confirm that Landsat, let's say Landsat, is also 4, 3, and 2. Okay, so there we go. Two colors. Oh, there's lots more green in the Sentinel than in the lots more green in the Sentinel than in the. So that makes me wonder whether that Landsat is the right time, because it should be much more green and it's not. You know, that's something that we just have to go and have a look at. So whether it's the same period, it should be the same period, but yet they look very, very different. Okay, anyway, so let's look at MODIS and see if there's a MODIS one where we can see what the true color is. Let's have a look and see where we get to MODIS. Let's go back to search. Let's I'm gonna keep, we've got the Landsat and the Sentinel, we're happy. The Harmonized Landsat, we're also fairly happy. So let's quickly go there and make it earlier January. Let's search. Okay, let's go for MODIS and see where the MODIS is. What the MODIS. MODIS. Okay, it's MODIS only started here, ends in middle 2023, so we should be getting to MODIS a little bit later. It's still going on. Where's MODIS? I know. Let's go back to search. Let's harmonize, take that off, and then search. There's MODIS. Okay, one true color is 143. 143. So let's go to MODIS, and we're gonna go right click properties. We set it is 1, 4, 3. Apply. Look very green, very similar to Sentinel. So that makes me wonder about this Landsat image. It makes me wonder about this Landsat image, this Landsat image should also be quite green, although look, you see there's a bit of green there, but this should be very, very green because it's September. That's the problem when the dates are not aligned. But yeah, the Landsat I think was actually October, not September, and I think that's where the issue lies. You can see the difference, 1 month, or a bit of a 1 month one. The significance of the seasonality, you can see that. The harmonized we still have to now figure out. So the harmonized, let's quickly see, because then we can figure out. If we go back into the stack, we go to the harmonized. Okay, so let's go to B3. You'd see it will be, I presume blue will be band 1. Okay, let's write this down just to make sure that we've got it correct. I don't want to struggle the whole time. So blue will therefore be band 1. Green will be band 4. And red will be band 7. Let's confirm. Blue. So the true color, we go into, let's go back to search and we go harmonized. And again, just for simplicity, I'm going to just search anyone. And there's one there, visualize. It's blue, green, and red. So it's going to be 1, 4, 7. Okay, so blue, green, and red is the true color. And we have said that blue is 1, green is 4, and red is 7. So let's have a look and see. We go to harmonized. We go to 1, 4, and 7. 1, 4, and 7. Confirm. Blue, green, and red. Blue, green, and red. Let's apply. And voila. There we go. Again, very green. So our odd one out is Landsat. Our odd one out is Landsat. Let's save before we forget. So there is my Sentinel image. There's my Sentinel image. Okay, there's my Sentinel image for September 2023 in true color. There's my harmonized Landsat Sentinel image for September 2023 true color. There's my MODIS for September 2023 true color. And there is my Landsat true color. I think it's October rather than September. And that's where the problem lies. So back to the drawing board. We need to get a September one or earlier. So again, nonetheless, let's have a look and see. Okay, so nice. I would think that's quite decent. Let's zoom into the town of Veldrift. Let's zoom into the town of Veldrift. Okay, and see there is difference in the resolution. Okay, because roughly they now plus minus they look very similar to one another from a distance, from a region of interest, etc., etc. Okay, so now let's look at the true color and we zoom in. That will give us the spatial resolution. There's my Landsat image. You can see it. That's my Landsat image. Let's have a look at my MODIS. Oh, look at this difference in spatial resolution. You can see there the difference. MODIS is just, well, it's not going to work. Anyway, it's good to have a look at it. There's my harmonized. And there's my Sentinel. Okay, there's my Sentinel. And you can see, to get a clear understanding of the spatial resolution, we have to zoom in so that we can see the pixels more evidently. Okay, so let's focus on this. Let's call this purple one. It's this block here. Okay, so that's the spatial resolution of Landsat. Look at MODIS. You can see the difference. I mean, you have about 100 of the pixel sizes of Landsat that fits into a MODIS. Let's look at the harmonized one. Very similar, ne? Yeah, almost similar. Look at this one here. The harmonized one, exactly similar. And if we look at the Sentinel, Sentinel also exactly similar. So if we zoom out, then the difference in resolution between the Sentinel, the Harmonized, and the Landsat is 0. There's no difference in spatial resolution. What is obviously different is the MODIS one. That's obviously very, very, very different. Okay, so that's quite neat. Let's have a look at it. Let's compare. So that's the Sentinel. You can see the difference there. And that's, I think, purely because of the difference in time scale. You can see that very evident. It's much more clean. So there's much more bigger. Yeah, even in the harmonized one, there's a little bit of a difference there. Nonetheless, you can see the outline of the urban area, which is this area here. The non-green area, you can see is very similar. Here, it's more like an orange color, and with Landsat, it's much more like a, let's call it a purplish bluish color. Okay, so let's zoom out again. But yeah, that's quite neat. You can see the difference. It's in vegetation cover. So that's quite neat. Remember to save now and again. So let's say, for example, we want to a false color. Okay, so let's have a look at a false color. So for MODIS, let's write it down. Otherwise, I'm going to forget. So false color for MODIS is NIR. Now this is harmonized. Harmonized is NIR, which is red narrow. Okay, we want to only figure out where that was. Red and green. And green. We already know that red is band 7 and green is band 4. Now we need to figure out what near infrared is. Okay, so I'm going to go into my one and see there's harmonized near infrared. There's near infrared narrow, and that is band 5. Okay, so within my harmonized, it's going to be the false color will be 574, 5, 7, and 4. So apply. Let's have a look at it. Yep, you can see it's false color. You can see the dark red areas, which is heavy vegetation. Now, what is the false color for Sentinel? Okay, so we have to go back again to this. Let's go. It's up and down the whole time. Let's have a look at Sentinel. It will be Sentinel. Come on, not you. Don't you go small. I need to go in the Sentinel 2. And we're going to go there. And we're going to also go Landsat 8 and 9. Let's go there. And let's press search. Okay, so let's have a look and see what Sentinel is. Sentinel false color is 8, 4, 3. So let's go there. Sentinel. Right click. We set it is 8, 4, 3. 8, 4, 3. Apply. Let's have a look and see. There we go. There it is. Okay, there's the harmonized one. You can see not lots of difference between them. Okay, now we need to find out for Landsat. What is the false color for Landsat? Okay, so let's go discover Sentinel. Now we're going to go and find Landsat again. There's a Landsat. Okay, let's go Landsat. False color is 543. 543. So let's go to QGIS again. Landsat. That one is properties 5, 4, 3. 5, 4, 3. Let's say apply. And there we go. There's the false color. Save. So the last one that we have to do is MODIS. I'm not sure whether MODIS have a false color, but if we don't try, we don't know. So So let's untick these ones again so that we only have MODIS and search MODIS. Yeah, false color. It's got 214. Interesting. It's got 214. So let's go and select um, properties. We're going to go 214 and 214 and apply. Have a look and see. Ooh, the false color looks a little bit different. 214. Are we sure? Are we sure? False color based on bands 214. Yeah, we've got it. But it looks very, very different. Here it looks fine. You can see there. It gives you the red. But for whatever reason, how are we correct? Are we 214? 214. False color 214. False color 214. Anyway, well, if it says that's a false color, then that's a false color. Doesn't look like a false color to me, but anyway, it says there's a false color, so it's a false color. And so we can play around with other band combinations by just simply changing the bands within your band rendering options. Okay, so you can change it on there. So for example, this is what is this? This is Sentinel. You can play around. I'm not gonna. And there's obviously different options. Let's go hillside. Let's say band 2. See what that looks like. Ah, looks like nothing if you ask me. No, but anyway, there may be contours, apply. Okay, so that's nothing to do. So we're gonna go to multiple bands again. We set that is 574. Was it 5, 7? Was a false color. Oopsie, 574. So that gives you a different combination. 843, I think. 574. Anyway. So let's have a look and see. You can play around with these ones as well. Clip to max and see what that happens. That's got nothing to do. Stretch to min max. That's our normal one. Stretch to min max. That's nothing to do. No enhancement. Looks like that. Stretch to min max. That's basically that. We can play around here with all these other buttons, but it doesn't really matter a lot. Point is that these images, we've created some nice visualization parameters for these images. Now, if you have temporal, spatial temporal images, then you can compare them over time, etc., etc., etc. That's in this. That's what's that one there? That's water. I think that is water. Anyway, that's quite dark. Why is it so dark? Let's have a look and see. It gives you that. What would that be? Most probably a dam. Yeah, these are most probably dams. It looks like that. But what is very evident is that it fills the texture is quite interesting. Not the colors per se, but it can segment texture. And that's something that is worthwhile exploring. It's not the colors per se, but the ability to identify um, objects or land classifications based on its texture. So that's obviously something that we can explore. You can see the river. But yeah, so in a nutshell, that's our Sentinel image. Well, it's not. That's our Landsat image. That's our MODIS image. That's our harmonized Landsat Sentinel image. And that is our Sentinel image. Let me just quickly make the Sentinel image. What was the Sentinel image? Is it 843? Let's have a look and see. Properties. 843. I think that's it. There we go. So that is the false color image for Sentinel-2. False color image for the harmonized one. False color image for MODIS. Still puzzles me a bit, but anyway, there's a false color image for Landsat. So there's our 4 images, our daytime images presenting false color schemes for roughly September 2023, clip to my region of interest. Okay, obviously this opens a window for a whole lot of other things that you can do. For example, you can create the time series of these images to see temporal changes, etc. That's what we're busy with our Sentinel stuff. So we're going to continue with Sentinel. But I thought that would be something quite interesting, is to download different daytime images or sources of images from the Sentinel Hub Earth observation. Yeah, quite interesting stuff. Anyway, speak soon. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for your kind comments and your suggestions. I really appreciate it. Please remember to like and subscribe, and to share these videos as far as wide. The more people that's joining us on this journey, the better. The bus needs to be full. The plane needs to be full. We can't go halfway there. It will look a bit silly if we arrive at our destination with a bus or a plane that's empty. So please, boys and girls, please like and subscribe, share the video, and as I say, thank you for your company. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you on the other side.